Cancer, welcome to Illuminated Tarot. My name is Jenna. Today I'm here to do a reading for you for December 1st through the 10th. We're going to take a look at what you may not see coming and get some important advice from Spirit. First, we're going to start out with some clarifying oracle cards around what could be coming in at this time for you. All right. Thank you for tuning in, for sharing this time with me. Thank you for all of your support. I hope you're all doing well. And thank you, Spirit, for presiding over this reading for Cancer today. I just heard the word, be gentle with yourself, Cancer. Or maybe that's what you've been doing, being gentle with yourself. Ooh, we have these two cards that came out. Honest echoes. Listen to the whispers of your heart, for you know the whole truth. Wow. You could be doing a lot of sun gazing, or I am getting this need for you to be around water at this time, and the reflections off the water it feels like you're deeply reflective and contemplative, and even the very notion of being out on a body of water or near a body of water and feeling the reflections of the light. There's some sort of energy of creation that you could be tapping into right now. I'm getting a strong guidance to have you visit water, be near water, that you're going to get some important revelations there. The scales of balance, we have a justice card showing up as well. Any of you do this where I've done that oftentimes when I've gone hiking, where you start to stack the rocks. Seek equilibrium in love and career, harmonizing your inner scale to weigh decisions with both heart and mind. All right, so you definitely have this call to be listening to your heart and the deeper echoes of your heart, and also to find balance in your love life and in your career at this time. A need to seek greater balance and harmony. We also have divine flow. Let go of attachment to the outcome and let the universe bring gifts. Again, I'm getting a Queen of Cups vibe here, or the moon, where you have this embodiment of your emotionality at this time. And the more you tap into how you feel, the more you will find this receptive energy. There's a greater call for you to be practicing unconditional love. That's why I heard, be gentle with yourself, Cancer. Let's get this last two. Wise counsel, seek guidance from trusted friends or mentors to help you along. Could be seeking guidance or going through therapy, counseling, any kind of coaching, mentorship. You could be providing that for others as well. And then we have sorrow heals, and heartaches, shadow, growth awaits. Let pain refine, not define you, as brighter days are promised. Yeah. I felt this heaviness in your heart coming in, that you could have had some recent events that were a bit hurtful, or maybe massively hurtful, and you're trying to rise above. There's a seed of potential in all growth. I was listening to this, I forgot who it was. It was a diary of a CEO, but I forgot who the person he was interviewing. He's a prominent psychotherapist and had studied to be a monk for many years. And he said that we actually learn through negative emotion. And a lot of us want to resist that state, but we do our greatest learning there. How often are we motivated by that? When we're not feeling our best emotionally, there's a lot to be found there. Yeah, Six of Swords, King of Pentacles. You could be moving away from an energy, or have been moving away from an energy that may have been in your life, prominent placement in your life for some time, but you're moving towards the Ten of Pentacles. I think you're working on embodying more stability and security. I've been seeing that for you for a while now, Cancer. Let's see what you don't see coming. Don't see coming here, Cancer. Ooh, Four of Pentacles sideways. You could be coming out of an energy where you had to just pull back from everything I'm hearing. Just pull back, focus on yourself. Four of Pentacles is oftentimes my energy of just going inward. Six of Pentacles. Yeah, you may have found situations or been manifesting situations that didn't feel balanced or even. And what does that make you do? It makes you pull back. Makes you pull back your energy. Yeah, the Hermit. A lot of you are in deep contemplation. You may feel like you don't want to give to a situation anymore because it's not balanced. We do have the scales of justice here in the center message. You really listening to your heart at this time. and going and tapping into the divine flow. What is it showing you? What is it teaching you? It's all these bits of information, right? Everything that we experience, especially when we are tuning into our inner voice. I want to clarify this, Hermit. It is upright. The other two were kind of, off. I think you're in a phase where you're recognizing when things don't feel aligned. And these feel like people around you. A lot of work being done in your career at this time. We have the Eight of Pentacles showing up at the bottom of the deck, the Knight of Wands, and the King of Swords. I feel and see a strong presence around you. I don't know who this is to you. I think you're in deep thought about this person at this time. Why is the Hermit here for Cancer? This need to go inward, shine a light on things, open up the heart chakra. I get this vibe that, there's this need to be still, this need to zero in on what your heart is telling you. Oh, we have the Devil in reverse. Whew. You could be coming out of unhealthy attachment with a certain individual, or you could be looking at what is unhealthy in your life and how it's time to make changes. Like how, when, where, what, why. When it comes to habits, behaviors, this is, the devil gets a bad rap, but it's that negative. That's the negative aspect that we live with. We embody duality. This is light and shadow. And so you could be coming out of a period of time where you were doing deep, deep shadow work, where you had to kind of retreat from people in a certain sense. Even if you had people around you, there was a lot you were dealing with on an internal level. Maybe you didn't have the capacity to give to people in the way you wanted and needed to in order to really have the balanced reciprocity in relationships because you were going through something. There's nothing wrong with that. I see you conquering something within you this first 10 days. Definitely coming out of some sort of unhealthy dynamic. Or you're willing to take a look at the truth of something now. Yeah. Ultimately, this could be the way you perceive your own success, your own ambition. This is interesting. You're changing your belief system around your own success. And it's made you go deep inward. Whatever broke in the past, you almost maybe felt like the universe wasn't being generous with you anymore. Like you were in a period of bad luck, misfortune, misalignment. And what does that do, though? It points us in. And some of the hardest times I've had in my life and my loneliest times, I needed to be in that energy so I could rediscover myself, rediscover my inner resilience and my inner strength. And I see you doing that. You're conquering some sort of unhealthy attachment, unhealthy pattern. Whatever is the devil in your life, the devil on your back, right? Some of you could be an obsession. Devil could be any number of things. But with that in reverse, it feels like you're not letting it own you. You're rising above it. I love seeing that. You could have had a lot of fear come up around your own success. This could have to do with commitment or a fear of commitment. Whatever is your fear point, you're changing and shifting this belief. And it's profound, Cancer. I think that you're seeing the truth now, that you're ready to open up into new things and to be more playful. There's a lot of transformation and growth here, and a new endeavor coming in. I see you reaching for the next opportunity to shine. Some of you don't want to let your fear get in the way of your success. Some of you are terribly, I heard some of you are terribly shy. And if I wasn't afraid, I would do that thing. I would do that speaking engagement. I would do that book tour. I would do whatever it is that is your fear point. Sometimes we have to face those fears and know that we are good enough. There's something that I'm hearing, you are good enough, Cancer. You've got to see the truth of how powerful you are. And I think once you realize that and you own your power, you push through these fears that sometimes seem to run the show, that keep us stuck. I want to clarify this devil in reverse. What is this devil in reverse? Something that you've conquered in your belief system that you're going to see evidence of. Knight of Wands. Seven of Wands. Ace of Pentacles. Interesting. Okay. You've got an energy who's coming rushing in at this time. You're going to feel a little defensive around this energy. I'm not sure. This is somebody you know. There's going to be some communication and an opportunity to maybe clear the air with somebody. Maybe things went sideways with someone. If this has to do with you pulling back your energy because there's an imbalance in a situation and you're kind of in this period of like, I need to pull back because this is off. I'm recalibrating. I'm realigning with self. They're coming back in and you're in a different frequency. I think you've risen above whatever took you down. There was some sort of like undertow, but it taught you a lot being in those depths. And now I think you have a lot more clarity about moving forward. Some of you are deciding, all right, I've got more clarity around dating, around letting a new energy in. I need to have better boundaries. If this has to do with, I mean, Knight of Wands could be anything that lights your fire. This could be a new opportunity in your career. And, you've got these, what's beautiful about this Devil in reverse is there's a reason why I was talking about this negative energy, that sometimes we get into a negative space and a negative headspace and we either overlook opportunities that are hidden in plain sight, or we just don't feel like they're going to happen. There's something shifting in the air for you where you actually do have new opportunities coming in. There's a lot of new growth coming in. You're going to feel a shift happening in the opportunities that you have available to you. It's almost like you're being given this new opportunity for growth and expansion. And if you can remove the fear of reaching for it, you will actually do it. That could be in the realm of dating. It could be in the realm of a career opportunity that scares you to do, that maybe puts you out in the spotlight. Yeah, there's just something that like you've been holding back from. You could be asking friends for advice around this. Like, should I do this thing? Should I do it? I don't know. It makes me feel a little nervous. I say that if you've got anything making you feel nervous, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. You've got a lot of, we had the Lovers and the Queen of Swords. Yeah, you've learned a lot about the choices that you've made in the past. You have a King of Pentacles who's definitely around you. You could be dealing with an earth sign. And some of you are in a long-term commitment, but you've had some communication troubles and a lot of defensiveness coming up. And you're trying to find clarity and bring back a little bit more spontaneity to this connection because it's gotten a little bit, ho-hum. Yeah, there's been a lack of the fullness of emotional fulfillment, right? But that comes down to two people being interdependent, right? They have a feeling of independence. Yeah, there's been a little bit of confusion. We have the Ten of Cups. This is your advice. Wow. Yeah. I say this often on my channel, Khalil Gibran. Let there be spaces in your togetherness. So if this has to do with a family situation or a partnership, I see you in this beautiful opportunity for you to learn and grow in the ways you invest in your mind about something. I'm getting this whole energy of you can look at the positives and really focus on seeing the good in your partner or in your family, or you can focus on the negatives. Someone could be doing this around you and you're trying to get to this place of finding more balance. That's the biggest thing that showed up here is you're pulling back from a situation that is creating more of an imbalance because you're perceiving imbalance. So there's something around you changing your belief system around a dynamic, whether it's with a family situation or with a partner. And there's something that you're seeing. It's like, I have this perspective now that I didn't have when I was younger, where if I knew that I would have a certain person in my life for a long time, I probably would have approached it differently. I would have valued it differently. I would have honored it differently. Sometimes we have people come into our lives and we don't realize how important that person is going to become. And I feel like you have somebody around you, either it's new and there's this possibility or potential, or you've been with somebody and you're starting to recognize how much you value this person. and how much you want to make it work. And you may kind of fool yourself and trick yourself into believing that maybe you don't. But I see you looking at what needs to be shifted here. It's the way you perceive it. It's about your beliefs, Cancer, whether it's towards a new situation or an existing situation. There's a lot of clarity that you're going to find around this. There's going to be a dropping of the guard. There's going to be a rising above. And I think that you're going through a foundational shift in your belief system from healthy attachment. You might have had some insecure attachment here playing out to healthy attachment because the devil's in reverse. So I love seeing this in connections because you're realizing your part and the other person's realizing their part. And this is a foundational shift in the way you perceive each other, the longevity of the connection, the fulfillment of the connection, and what's possible. So this is the thing. There's so much more that's possible for you if you're willing to believe it. You're definitely shifting from a rigid way of seeing this to a more open and expansive way of seeing this. And the future. It feels very hopeful. And then we get Mother Mary. Yeah, love and peace, right? They go hand in hand. Love and peace. What is this? Cancer, love and peace. Mother Mary. I was looking up love and peace. It is time to let go of conflict or the need to be right. The more you fight for the point you want to prove, the unhappier you will be. Pointing out the mistakes or mishaps of others just blocks the road to love in your own life. Mary, the divine mother of acceptance, is with you now, encouraging you to forgive. Forgiveness is not about letting anyone get away with their bad choices, but about choosing to create your own happiness. Mother Mary also brings healing to you and your mother. If you miss her, are out of contact with her, or have an old trauma that needs healing, know that Mary's miraculous light is here now to wash away the darkness. Interesting. I mean, with the devil in reverse, there's some sort of washing away of the darkness. I'm telling you, from negativity to positivity. This could be a mother bond that you're dealing with here, that you're learning from. And I feel like, you know, if you've had a lot of interdependence or this codependency with your mother figure, you could be trying to break free, establishing your own identity. Now, if you are dealing with codependency in a connection, I definitely see a shift in the energy here. It's the fear of loss. A lot of people cling to love because they're afraid they're going to lose it. And then everything gets dictated by that belief. And it shows up. It's like this dark, energy in a connection that can wreak havoc because it creates fear. So I see there's a lot of forgiveness that's up ahead for you in a family situation or in a connection. Let's get a message from the universe for you. No one wanted to come out. No matter what happens, no matter how far you seem to be away from where you want to be, never stop believing that you will somehow make it. Have an unrelenting belief that things will work out, that the long road has a purpose. Yeah. Cancer, have an unrelenting belief. That's what this is. This reading, this first 10 days, you're going to be shifting foundational beliefs about a person or about a dynamic, about a situation in your life. And I think it's going to breathe a lot of fresh air into the situation. Make sure that you are coming into a balanced, fair place in your mind around connections. Be honest with your heart. Step into divine flow. You could be needing some wise counsel at this time to work through whatever's coming up for you. And whatever sorrow you've been feeling, you are on the path to healing. All right. Take care.